MTSU, UTEP, Kennesaw State, Western Kentucky. So they've got 2 wins over FBS programs. I'm not giving you Liberty. That's basically FCS. Sam Houston is basically FCS. Delaware is basically FCS. Kennesaw State is basically FCS. So they've got most of their wins over teams that they would have been playing if they were in the FCS if nobody had moved up. That's my argument, Jacob.
You can only play the teams in front of you.
You can. And when the teams in front of you all move up from the FCS, the rest of the power teams look around and is like, yo, why are we playing with these people?
That's why Jacksonville State gets to call themselves the IS4S Salute to Veterans Bowl champions, as everyone dreams of as a young boy.
The ISIS
I'd imagine
champions?
I wasn't a young boy, so.
You never wanted to be champions of ISIS?
The IS4S. I like the Xbox Bowl. That's a good sponsor. No, I don't. I'm having a bowl referendum in my life.
Yeah, because you can't keep up with all these FCS, FBS schools.
Just doesn't matter like it once did.
We need more, though. We do need more video game characters handing out awards.
Yeah, they're trying. They're going the Pop-Tart Bowl route of trying. Listen, when we get into the Memphis Bowl, that is today on a Friday.
The Memphis Bowl.
The game Memphis is in the Gasparilla Bowl.
Oh, okay. I was like,
the
wait,
bowl that the Memphis Tigers
got
are
2
playing
bowls?
in. No.
The AutoZone Liberty Bowl changed the name?
They need to rebrand their bowl because they have things associated with their bowl that are very fun.
Really?
Yes.
I have no idea what Gasparillo even is.
Pirates.
Is it I thought it was lawnmower.
Pirates. Nothing. No, because it used to be the Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl. But they have since lost the Bad Boy Mower sponsorship. And now it is the... No, I don't think that had anything to do with it. But I think home owners something... Home mortgage owners, home union mortgage owners. We'll get to it when we get to the game.
Okay.
Again, doesn't roll off the tongue and takes you from understanding what the Gasparilla Bowl is.
What was the song?
I didn't listen to one.
Oh, were you laughing with hubby?
Yeah, as always. Just laughing with my husband, just hee hee hee, ha ha ha. What's up, everybody? It is Friday. Woo! December 19th, it is going to be a good day. Jessica Benson with you from the Grind City Media Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. CJ Hurt behind the glass coming up on today's show. Grizzlies with a chance to get to 500 this weekend. Wizards in town. Lang Whitaker will join us to talk all things Grizz. Last night's Thursday night football game was one of the craziest ever. Sam Darnold redemption, 2-point conversions galore. We'll get into all the happenings there. College football playoffs start tonight. Memphis Tigers play in their bowl game today. We have our RAGGOWs, our games of the weekend in college football and the NFL, our final RAGGOWs of 2025. We'll do a little Music Friday on our way out. CJ found an elf name generator. You don't even know what we're going to get into today. It's a Friday. You know what we say. In Sam we trust.
The world needs B2K.
B2K's breakup was a huge shock to their fans.
Boys for Life Tour.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details. Grizz Nation gets set for tip-off 1 hour before every Grizzlies home game with the warm-up show. Get the latest news, notes, and analysis live from courtside at FedEx Forum.
Who's going to be the tougher team that rebounds and prevents second-chance opportunities?
Join me, Lang Whitaker, along with Michael Wallace, Jessica Benson, and other personalities from Grind City Media, Memphis, and around the NBA. 1 hour before every home game, live at Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
Now that's the new edition way.
I feel like there's another level we can take it to.
What you think, Mike? 2 steps ahead of you, Slick.
What's good, bro?
What you doing, man?
I'm in.
Woman, you don't even know what I'm getting ready to ask you.
Here's the vision. All 3 of us on the same stage every night. Gonna be crazy.
No barriers, no separation.
It'll be like 9 kings and a queen.
The next level starts now.
Feels great to feel the sunshine. Gotta own the day like it's all mine. Just got paid in his own time. Been working hard, I've been on the grind. I deserve this feeling, having my way. I've been on this healing. This is my day. The sun's out, ay. Let's have a little fun now. Ay. I wanna let it all out. Ay. That's what's it all about. Ay. Ay. 'Cause I deserve this feeling, having my way. I deserve this healing. This is my day.
Grind City Media presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. Live from the Grind City Media Studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What's up, everybody? Happy Friday, TGIF. We have made it to the end of the week, the last week before Christmas, last week before the holidays. Big Grizzlies weekend ahead with a home game against the Wizards and a chance for the Grizzlies to get to 500 for the first time in a long time. First time since the beginning weeks of the season. They went 1-1 to start, then they were 2-1, then they were 2-2, then they were 3-2, and then they lost 4 in a row. And then they won 1, and then they lost 5 in a row. So they were 4-11, and times were bad. But now against the Wizards tomorrow, an opportunity to get to 500. Now with the Warriors losing to the Suns in spectacularly tragic fashion last night, thanks to a foul called on Jordan Goodwin on an offensive rebound with 0.4 seconds on the clock. He went 1-on-1 at the line, but that one free throw gave the Suns the win over the Warriors. So now the Grizzlies are in 8th in the Western Conference, 2 games behind the Suns, who are in 7th. They are hanging on. Lang Whitaker will join us to talk all things Grizzlies in the second segment. But oh my God, what a Thursday night football game that I fell asleep for. Oh, there's nothing like waking up and the first thing you see, first of all, multiple text messages going through how the game plays out. Oh my God, I can't believe this. What? Sam Darnold, what? 2-point conversion, what? And then you hop on X, social media, whatever, and it says, best game of the year? And I'm like, all that for 7 hours of sleep for me? I did watch the first 3 quarters. I just missed the fourth quarter when things got fun and then had to go back and revisit a absolutely wild fourth quarter and overtime between the Seahawks and the Rams. It was the first time we ever had 2 11-win teams playing each other on Thursday Night Football, so it was billed as an exciting game, big NFC West implications, big NFC implications. And then the Rams went up 30-14 in the fourth quarter, and it felt so over. So over that I tucked myself into bed, put my head down, and went night-night because Matthew Stafford throws that no-look pass to Puka Nacua, and it just feels like a Stafford kind of game where he's putting another notch in his MVP campaign. They're up 30-14, and then I have to catch up on everything that happens afterwards, and that is Sam Darnold throwing a pick on the next drive. So it should have been over, right? They're still down 30-14. Rams go 3 and out, la-di-da, still 30-14. There's 8 minutes left. But in the words of the great Lee Corso, not so fast, as Rashid Shaheed went really fast, went zoom, zoom for a 58-yard punt return on the next punt. And everything changes that punt return really felt like an unexpected blow to the Rams that knocked them off their rocker, could not quite recover. Seahawks, successful normal 2-point conversion on the punt return touchdown from Shaheed. And I say normal 2-point conversion because that's very important when we get to the next 2-point conversion that they would attempt successfully some way, somehow. Another 3-and-out for LA. Seahawks get the ball back. Another big Shaheed catch puts them at the 43. And then you have the Darnold touchdown pass to Barner. They're down 2. They go for 2. And this is where things get really weird because Sam Darnold ends up trying to throw this pass to Zach Charbonnet, gets deflected. It's originally called incomplete. Everyone thinks the play is over. Everyone just walks, goes to line up, and then there's a pause. And the officials announce that they're reviewing this 2-point conversion because if you watch, the fact that this was called an incomplete pass, a backward pass from Sam Darnold, that ball is still there. That ball is still live per the textbook definition of the rule. And Zach Charbonnet is going to casually go and pick up the football. And guess what? That casual little stroll to pick up the football, that's a successful 2-point conversion. Every time I see something that I've never seen in the game of football again, I am mesmerized by the fact that they've been playing this game for how many years at this point? Over a century. I've never seen that. Never seen that. Rule to the defender. Always pick up the dang ball. It's always alive. Always treat it like a live ball. But they get the 2-point conversion. That is so stupid.
Rams had over 500 yards of total offense. They were up, 14 in the fourth quarter?
16.
16, in the fourth quarter. And they had 3 turnovers. They forced 3 turnovers and didn't turn the ball over at all. You're not supposed to lose that game.
No.
You're not. And to lose it like that, lose it on a clear incompletion, which upon further review was clearly a lateral, not an incompletion. To lose it because of a play like that, mind-boggling. Like you said, man, we've been watching NFL for most of our lives, never seen something like that. And now because of that play, the Seahawks are very likely going to be the number 1 overall seed, get the bye, and have home field throughout the course of the playoffs, which is, remind you, sports, life is a game of inches. It's that much that separates people from time to time. And that play right there, Seahawks, not saying it's going to happen. Not saying it's going to happen, but if you're the number 1 overall seed, and if you got home field throughout the playoffs, there's a chance you make it to the Super Bowl. There's a chance if you make it to the Super Bowl, you could win the Super Bowl. The Seahawks could win the Super Bowl, and that play be why.
And that's why, because of all the implications that it could have, that play needs a name. That play deserves its own name. Like in the same category of immaculate reception and butt fumble and tush push and kick six and mile high miracle, like whatever it is, that play deserves a name, especially if it ends up being what determined the number 1 seed. Especially so. I saw somebody say, I don't want to take credit for it, they said they should call it the Hawk 2 pick up the ball. What? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I couldn't find anything better than that in the moment. But in 3 minutes and 13 seconds of game time, the Seahawks go from down 16 to one of the wildest, most improbable 2-point conversions that you'll see. Baffling. We'll call it a baffling 2-point conversion. And they tie the game and they go to overtime. And I still thought they would have lost. Like if I was watching this game in real time and you see Matthew Stafford find Puka Nacua again and go up on their first drive of overtime, you're like, oh man, the Seahawks got that call and they're still going to lose this game. And then shout out to Sam Darnold, who makes the big plays, ends up getting a touchdown for the Seahawks in overtime, and rather than just kicking the extra point, tying it up and keeping this thing going, they go with the gutsy 2-point conversion effort again. And all of the statisticians claim this is the first time that an NFL game has been won on a 2-point conversion, which again feels like an absurd stat. But Sam Darnold ends up orchestrating this comeback, obviously with the help from Shaheed. But Darnold threw for 144 yards and 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter and overtime combined. And you go from Sam Darnold is seeing ghosts again to Sam Darnold just helped deliver one of the greatest comebacks in Seahawks history. I know what I was saying about Sam Darnold, despite the best shirt that I ever bought in the parking lot of a game. Bought this in the parking lot. My husband would tell you he bought the shirt in the parking lot at the Rose Bowl when USC beat Penn State.
We can't see.
In Sam We Trust. Who else has a Sam Darnold, Uncle Sam t-shirt? Not you.
No.
Not you.
No.
But I do, because I watched Sam Darnold help win the Rose Bowl against Penn State. And we were walking by. I said, that's a funny shirt. And we kept on walking. And then Chris just took off in a sprint and went back. And next thing I knew, he came and he said, baby, I went down there and got that shirt for you. I got that shirt for you in the parking lot with some cash. Anyway, I appreciate the shirt. There's been a lot of times in my life where I wouldn't say the most common sentiment for Sam Darnold has been in Sam We Trust, but it has been very fun watching Sam Darnold first have his renaissance of sorts in Minnesota, but there is still that constant nagging of, can Sam Darnold be that guy in the big moments? And last night he was that guy in the big moment. Like he didn't look like it in the first half. He threw 2 interceptions? You're like, oh, there he goes again, big game. Those ghosts come back, and he delivers in the end. So shout out to Sam Darnold.
What is he, 26-7 the last 2 years, including the playoffs? I think something like that.
That's pretty good.
Listen, man, it's a good record, but I can't trust that. That was,
I know.
Last night was an anomaly. Last night was something that we've never seen before. That, again, the Rams had forced 3 turnovers, hadn't turned the ball over not once. Devontae Adams isn't there, sure, but they look like they're still humming along, rolling along to the tune of over 500 total yards of offense, up 16 in the fourth quarter. You're not supposed to lose that game. So if Sam Darnold, much like Bo Nix, much like some of these other quarterbacks on good teams, if they aren't going to take care of the ball, I can't trust it. I can't. Now, it's great that he won. It's incredible that they're the 1 seed and they're in the driver's seat in the NFC for that 1 overall seed. But if the season ended right now and the Rams are the 1 seed, not Rams, the Seahawks are the 1 seed overall in the playoffs, are you taking them to win? Are you taking them to advance to the Super Bowl? Are you taking them to win the wild card round? Or is it divisional? Is it divisional?
Divisional.
We got super divisional, and then, all right, so you taking them to win the game in the divisional round? Who would they be set to play?
I still think the Rams are the best team in the NFC.
Who are they set to play right now?
Now I have to find a bracket. No. You keep going. I'll find the bracket.
It's just how can I trust them when I know that player in Darnold is capable of the first half?
Right.
Just as much as he's capable of the second half. He's also capable of the first half.
Because, again, you have a great defense in the Seahawks team. The Rams were still able to put up that yardage against. You have the Seahawks run game yesterday. Kenneth Walker was tremendous in that game. But it's been a little inconsistent. And then there's the Sam Darnold of it all. And I agree with you. I think that at this point... I
think they get matched up with the winner. Oh, we don't know because the NFL reseeds.
Yes. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go.
Just go through the NFC teams.
Green Bay, they get Green Bay at home. You take them over Green Bay?
I'd take them Green Bay at home.
49ers at home.
Gets a little, which is so stupid because, yes, on paper, I should absolutely say Seahawks over the 49ers this year, but
Rams
I don't.
again.
I think the Rams would get them in a rematch.
The Buccaneers or the Panthers?
I'll take them over both of those.
I won't take them over the Panthers.
Come on.
I know.
That's stupid.
Yes, but the Panthers are stupid.
That's silly.
The Panthers are silly.
You've got a giant Christmas tree on your head, and that's the silliest thing coming out of that booth right now.
I haven't finished putting it all on yet. The Panthers are silly. The Panthers are the team I don't think anybody wants to play. They smell like a team of destiny. I don't know why. I just like them a whole bunch. All right, Eagles. Is at home. The Eagles' offense isn't great right now.
At the moment, I'll take the Seahawks.
I think I would take the Eagles still.
That's okay.
Bears?
I'd take the Seahawks.
Okay. All right. I would also.
Yeah.
But it's not, I'm not super confident with any of these.
No, I'm not either. It again
goes
goes back to this year in the NFL being pretty darn wide open. But last night was crazy. Also, as a person in a fantasy football playoff with Rashid Shaheed, who had 0 points when I went to bed and waking up with a cool 9 point something. I really appreciate that.
9 point something.
Punt return for a touchdown. 9 point something. Those point somethings can matter.
They do.
I was going up against Harrison Mevis, who had 8,000.
We all.
It was only 17.
Game of inches. Game of point somethings.
What did I just say? I said game of incense. I meant inches.
What is?
Listen.
Are you okay?
No.
We were concerned about me today.
I'm concerned about you.
Well, I'm concerned about you now.
I have work next week.
Okay.
You're on your way out.
Hey, listen.
It's the holiday season for CJ.
Ho, 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 as they say.
Ho, ho, ho. All right, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, Lang Whitaker is going to join us on the other side. Grizzlies Wizards tomorrow night at FedEx Forum. Can the Grizzlies get to 500? We'll chat with Lang about all that after a quick break.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live. Own the 2025-26 Grizzlies season with the 10-game Flex Pack, the ultimate way to catch all the action on your terms. Choose your favorite matchups from intense rivalries to weekend thrillers and customize your pack to fit your schedule. With 10 games to pick, you'll never miss the moments that matter most. Visit Grizzlies.com/packs today to build your perfect ticket pack and cheer on the Grizzlies your way. It's your team, your season, and your schedule. So don't miss out.
Are you ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
Jeff Dunham. You're the other white meat.
How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it.
I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
Who have you leaned on the most in terms of asking questions? Because there's always a fine line, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be the rookie that's annoying people.
Exactly.
On the other hand, you want to be a sponge.
You can ask any of the guys. Like, I'm asking, it'd be random games where I'm sitting next to Ty or Ja or Scotty, and I'm like, hey, bro, what would you would have done right there? Like, what do you feel like you would have did in that situation? Boom, 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 I probably would have did this. I'm like, all right, cool, I got it locked in now.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. The Grizzlies are the one thing everyone in the family can agree on. So join us every Sunday this season for Sunday Family Fun Days. It's a steal at just $35 and includes a ticket to the game, a $10 food voucher, post-game free throws on the court, and a meet and greet with mascot Grizz. Space is limited, so grab your tickets now for this unique experience your family won't soon forget. Go to grizzlies.com/Sunday and have a fun day. Welcome back. It's Friday. That means it's time to catch up with Lang Whitaker. Lang, it's our last Friday show of 2025.
Yeah, I know.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah.
We'll be
Happy New
working.
Year.
We'll all still be working.
You and me.
Yeah.
Someone over there. Some of us are dedicated to the craft, even in the weeks of the holiday, as CJ puts a red nose. Oh, he can't. Got stuck. I ruined his big surprise.
You said we're dedicated to the crap?
What'd you say?
You said we're dedicated to this crap?
The craft.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
The craft. Now CJ has a red nose on. He's really taking it one step further. Jacob would like to show our very own Rudolph. There he goes.
I want to play reindeer games now.
I can see that.
Ho, ho,
I can
ho.
understand that.
Yeah.
We will be at FedEx Forum tomorrow, Lang.
We will.
For the Grizzlies chance. So it's a big one.
Yeah.
The 4-21 Washington Wizards come to town.
They win every once in a while.
Every once in a while, but they did just recently win. They beat the Pacers 2 games ago.
Yeah.
There are 4 wins this season: the Bucks, the Hawks, the Mavs, and the Pacers. I was going to say I'd give you
3 Eastern teams.
$3 if you can name me 5 Washington Wizards players.
CJ McCollum.
That is correct.
Alex Sarr.
That is correct.
Koulibaly.
That is correct.
Those are the 3 off the top of my head. They had Marcus Smart. He's no longer there.
No longer with them.
I feel like this is who he played for.
That's what I'm going for.
Who else do they have?
Think of all the teams. The Wizards have one of the.
They have all these young guys. That's the problem.
Tricky who he played for.
I quit. I don't know.
Bub Carrington. I thought you'd get that one.
Yeah, Bub Carrington.
Everyone loves Bub Carrington. Chris Middleton.
Yeah.
Keyshawn George.
Who
is not Keontae George.
Yeah.
Who LeBron James doesn't have time to watch in Lakers. Did you see that from last night?
I did, yeah.
For people
LeBron
who
is all of us.
missed it. LeBron was like, I don't.
Golf.
Someone asked him if Keontae George has done enough to be considered an all-star this season because the Lakers played the Jazz last night and Keontae George had another big game. Lakers won, but LeBron goes, I don't watch that. I spend my extra time watching YouTube golf now.
Yeah.
I was like, thank you for your honesty.
He's like all of us.
He's like, I don't watch the. You think I watch the Jazz at this point in my career when I have the night off?
I don't think he watched the NBA when he has the night off.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Did I say Chris Middleton?
You did.
Okay. Marvin Bagley.
Oh, Bagley.
Spent a little time here.
Grizzly legend.
Grizz legend. Cam Whitmore. Corey Kispert.
Cam Whitmore's not on the team, though, right now.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, didn't they send him home or
I
they
think
took him
so.
out of the rotation or something? Yeah.
And then Trey Johnson. That's their top
rookie.
8 producers. Worst defense in the league. They're a struggling team. So for the Grizzlies.
Kispert looks like the villain from like a John Hughes movie.
That's a fair
like the high school kid who steals your girlfriend.
He has great hair.
He started a coffee company. I just read.
He was on that Gonzaga team that had everybody. Was he on the same
with Hachimura or after that or
he
Jalen
was
Suggs?
With Hachimura. I was trying to think if he's post Brandon.
Yeah,
and that
I think
grouping.
Maybe with Suggs and I can't remember who the big guy was on that team.
Timmy.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, maybe it was.
Was that when Timmy was there? Anyway, all those Gonzaga teams, they've
run
always
good.
been like consistently good, and they all blend. We had Killian Tilly was part of that group as well. For the Grizzlies, with an opportunity to get back to 500.
Yeah.
What has stood out to you as the biggest takeaway from their 2 wins on this road trip?
I wrote about this today. Thanks for setting me up for this. In the Grind City Media.
Holiday Hoops.
Holiday
you can see it.
Thing where there's also a whole very personal section in there. However, I wrote about this today because the kind of fun thing about this Grizzlies team to me is it feels like they're just kind of figuring out an identity. Because that was a month ago, that was a common complaint you heard. Like, this team doesn't know who they are. What kind of team is this? And look, the Grit Grind thing 10 years ago, whenever that was with Tony, like that developed organically, right? It was Tony popping off in a post-game interview with Fish and saying it, and that became the identity of this team. So you can't just come up with an identity. It kind of has to happen. And I feel like it's sort of happening with this team. Like the ball's moving. Defensively, they're just playing hard-nosed defense. They're not. I saw a stat the other day. We switched less than any team in the NBA on defense. So they're playing straight up, man-to-man, guarding their guy. And then on offense, the ball moves. They're getting into those second, third actions really quickly. I don't know what the identity is, but I like it. Like they're fun to watch.
They are fun to watch. I had that thought train as I was watching their last game, where I'm not going to lie, early on in the season, they weren't always fun to watch.
No.
But I recognized I am enjoying watching how this team plays. And in the last 2 games, I would say maybe the most important development for not just in this moment success, but long-term success and legitimate opportunity for this team to compete, Jaren Jackson Jr. has found himself.
Yeah.
From the 28-point performance, 12 rebounds, 4 stocks versus the Timberwolves, 31 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 7 stocks versus the Clippers. We had been waiting for this version of Jaren Jackson Jr. to emerge this season. And it finally came. Tomas Isolo spoke afterwards, following the Timberwolves game, that Jaren had been in his head, and he had talked to him, and it doesn't seem like he's in his head anymore. I should put it that way.
What's more shocking, that Jaren had 30 points or that he had double-digit rebounds?
Right.
The second part's the incredible
Yes.
part. Like, we know he can score, but then now he's starting to kind of like
But we hadn't seen him
contribute
score
all
this
over.
season.
That's true, yeah.
He had a handful of games. I think it was the longest streak since his rookie season where he had scored under 15 points.
Yeah.
And so you had seen this kind of like disappearing. He was involved in the offense, but he was not the offense.
Right. He
And
wasn't the
then in
focal
those
point.
last two games, he was both the focal point and he was also making plays defensively that were reminiscent of a player who has won Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, he looks awesome. And it, I think a big part of that is the balance of figuring out how do you feature Jaren, but the ball still moves. Also it feels like the first month of the season, every time Jaren caught the ball, other teams were doubling him.
Yes.
And he was struggling to pass out of those double teams and find the open guys. We saw a lot of passes fired into the fifth row and that kind of thing. Now you're seeing fewer of those double teams, in part because Jalen Wells is making shots, Cam Spencer's making shots. You have other guys who can score. So you got to stay home on them, and it lets Jaren go one-on-one and cook, which he's great at. As long as everyone else is kind of hitting their stuff, I think Jaren can keep doing what he does, and it gives the Grizzlies this chance to play the way they're playing right now. And they found that balance. It feels like, I think one of the best things about being a fan of a team is when you know you have a chance. Any given game, any night, whatever. Even that Timberwolves game the other night, I was at my son's basketball practice. We drove home. They were down 7 or 9. Between getting out of the car, going inside, getting the TV on, they had that 16-2 run or whatever it was. And all of a sudden, you're like, oh, we're back in it. Because this team, they can score in bunches. And they, as long as they just hang around, you feel like they got a shot.
We've talked a lot about the Isolo-isms that have started to form. He had a pretty philosophical bar on Wednesday where he was specifically talking about Cedric Coward having the ball in his hands so much down the stretch. And we saw 3 turnovers from Cedric Coward in the fourth quarter and some rookie mistakes. But Isolo said the deep end is the best teacher. The comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. And I know he was talking directly about Cedric Coward, but I could not help but apply those words to his own experience as a head coach. Like, you get thrown into this pretty quickly, and I think he's grown. Seeing the starting lineup, the creativity in going with Jaren, Brandon, and Santi, along with Jalen and Cedric. You saw the lineups where it was just Cedric and 4 bigs. Like, he's willing to try things, and there's a comfort in knowing that you can try those things, and it pays off against the Timberwolves. And, there's other situations where it's not you're not going 100% all the time. But I think there's been a level of seeing success and seeing wins with his system doesn't just help give the players proof of concept. It's helped him have proof of concept too.
I think there's also the creativity of him just going with the hot hand. Because we see games where Cam Spencer comes in with 8 minutes to go and finishes the game. There's other games.
The other night, I think Jaren played 6 in the fourth quarter as opposed to his normal 4-minute stint.
And I think the players understand, hey, if you're playing well, you get to play. You and I on the warm-up show before every game on Grind City Media, we always talk about what Twoma said in his pregame thing, because he always has some kind of funny bar or whatever. The other night, I didn't even mention it. He used the word nominal, referring to Cam Spencer playing point guard. And I tweeted it to Chris Harrington yesterday. When he said nominal in the pregame thing, I got goosebumps. That was such a great word for a coach to use. He said Cam plays the point guard position nominally. And I was like, that's so great. But yeah, I love the way Isolo's been handling all this stuff, because there was a month ago, it was a totally different world he was living in, and people were kind of after him. And now he seems like he's the kind of the always never too high, never too low guy.
I go back to
he's so
the one that I have a superstar on, because I do keep track of the things that he says, but don't overestimate the short term or underestimate the long term. And I think he is truly, and you have to, and that's easier said than done, but that really is, if you got to the core of how he's had to approach, and you throw in all of the injuries that he's had to deal with. And we haven't had an injury report for tomorrow night's game yet, so we'll see what it means for Ja Morant, who, do you take it as a positive sign, the way that they went about, that it started with a questionable and then went to doubtful,
we've seen Ja over the years have these instances where he gets injured and it looks like you're going to have to amputate, and then he plays the next game, so there's times where he looks great and then he can play. I assumed, maybe this is a case of he sits that Minnesota game, he sits against Washington.
Maybe.
Because you got the Thunder coming up next week and some big matchups. So maybe you try to get him 100% healthy. I wonder if Omax can go because he sprained his ankle at the end of the game and then stayed in. And usually when you get the sprain, you can keep playing on it, and then a day later it swells. So, but having Brandon back, I think, is huge. Like we saw him, he started his first game back, and he gives you so many different matchups you can go to with this team, and his versatility is super helpful.
Was there anything to take from Brandon outside of he can jump and he can still move?
That's what we need.
I know. That's what CJ asked me yesterday. I was like, that's
move.
what I was looking for, and I saw him do both things, and that felt like a win.
That's the whole point of getting old. Like you just
do your knees, do your lower legs still work?
Can I jump? Can I move? Yes. Let's go. It's another day.
That's so sad, but so true.
It's true, man.
Yeah, no, it does give it puts another wrinkle into a good problem to have where you have these different looks. Because one of the things in Isolo's adjustments is not putting Jock Landale back in the starting lineup, and that's been very good for Jock, and it's been very good for the team.
Grizzlies, as long as he's shooting like he did the other night. I mean,
shout out Australia.
Yeah,
now we're shouting out Canada. We're shouting out Australia.
He was like Andrew Gay's Australian sharpshooter.
Yeah,
but yeah, he looked great the other night, and I do think having him come off the bench. And look, we've seen Jaren. He's usually at his best when he's not playing the 5.
Right.
So to have someone else who can kind of be the 5 nominally, how about that?
Well, those very few minutes that we've seen with Jaren and Brandon, not few, but in context of how long they've played together,
awesome. Yeah.
they've been great.
They've always had a really good plus
yeah.
minus when they're on the court together. They have a good chemistry together. So having them out there together, having Santi gives you the size. If you have to switch, you can. But like all 3 of those guys can guard kind of any position. So having all those guys out there, and then you have Coward and Wells, who are both like plus defenders. Like it's a really good defensive unit. The trick is on offense, I think, just getting the ball up the court and moving it around, but they've been able to do that.
We'll see if Cam Spencer is back he's been away from the team for personal reasons. His brother was as well. I believe it's been reported that their grandmother died, so we wish the Spencer family the very best and don't know yet when he will make that return. I did want to ask you about a former Grizzlies big because I saw this and it reminded me, back in the day, you gave Steven Adams some farmer's market help, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have a history of Steven Adams and food.
Yeah, we talked cooking.
So he was on Young Man and the 3.
Yes, yeah, the
Similar
podcast.
to Old Man and the 3. And he talked about his diet, and he talked about how he eats a pound of ground beef and 6 eggs for breakfast every morning.
Yeah.
And he was on it with, I think he was on it with Reed Shepherd.
He's on there with Reed Shepherd, who never says a word.
Well, and Reed Shepherd had a lot to say about this because apparently Steven Adams brings those eggs and beef in a Tupperware container and then will open it in like a small room when they're doing film and everyone has to smell it. And Reed Shepherd said it's like tear gassing his teammates, and they're obviously laughing about it. But then he also said that Steven Adams will eat like 2.5 steaks when they're out, and he eats it with his hands.
Yeah, I don't know.
Your thoughts on eating steak with your hands?
I think part of this is the legend of Steven Adams. Like, I don't know how true all this is. I think
he's like Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, but I think he likes to kind of embellish it, right? Like, if somebody says something that's not quite true, Steven Adams is going to let it ride.
But he made a really good point because Steven Adams said, "You will never burn your tongue ever if you eat with your hands."
Why would you ever burn your tongue anyway?
I burnt my tongue last week.
How?
I ate food before it was cool.
Who cooked it?
Myself.
Well, so that it's not the chef's issue; it's your issue.
But I'm just saying, if you eat with your hand, I'd never thought of it this way before. Because if you eat it with your hands and it's too hot to pick up, then you're not going to put it in your mouth.
First of all, you eat with your eyes. Step one, you eat with your eyes. The food, the table, you're at the table. The food, you look at it.
Okay.
You're like, all right, this looks delicious. This doesn't. That's step one. Step two, like, and I realize this all the time. When I'm cooking, you cook with your nose and your ears also. You hear something sizzling away. You're like, oh wait, this has been cooking too long. This is burning. You smell it often. I was at my son's basketball game last night, and there's people in the concession stand, and I walked over and I go, hey, the popcorn's burning. They're like, what? And they turn. Sure enough, I smelled it because you smell it before you can like see it a lot of times, right? So all that's first. If you burn your tongue because the food was too hot, like that's on you.
Sure. But if you're looking for barriers to make sure you don't burn your tongue, CJ, your take?
I don't like steaks mostly because I gotta cut them, right? So
if you just pick it up,
just pick it up with your hand and just bite it like it's a piece of chicken, right? Like I'm not. If I got chicken with bone in it, I'm not cutting it. I'm just picking it up and biting it. So yeah, I like that. Next time I get a steak, I will just pick it up and bite it.
I mean, you eat chicken with your hands because it's a chicken wing. If you eat a cow wing, you can eat it with your hands too, I guess.
I mean, I eat pork chops with my hand though.
Okay.
I don't cut my pork chops. Also, we've got like chicken breast laying. We pick chicken breasts up with our hand. Are we cutting the chicken breast?
No, I don't.
You only pick it up with your hands if it's fried, right? Like you don't. If I grill a chicken breast, you're not going to pick it up.
Yes, I'm picking it up with my hands to eat it. Steak is the only meat I cut.
Chicken tender, like fried. If it's a fried chicken.
But if I had a boneless, skinless chicken tender, I think I would still pick it up with my hand.
Yes.
But not fried. Like if it was a grilled tender. Am I eating a grilled tender with a fork and knife?
No, you're picking it up with your hand.
Grilled tender
and dipping
anyway.
it in something.
Like, no one wants a
I don't choose grilled tenders. Sometimes the grilled tender chooses me. You know? It's a woman thing. You guys wouldn't understand. Sometimes you're like out and you want to have a treat, and you're like, oh, I should get a grilled tender. And then you always regret it.
For me, the steak is the treat. Like, I wish I could eat steak more often.
Me too.
But like I do
love a good
trying
steak.
to watch my girlish figure. I try to stay away from.
See,
it.
exactly. You do get it.
Steven Adams and I had a long talk about bone broth. That's what he was into.
Yeah.
And I was explaining how like if you rub the bones with tomato paste before you brown them, it like deepens the flavor and it makes it better. But he was like going to the farmer's market to buy bones from butchers. Like he had cut some deals with butchers to sell him their old bones. And I was like, you can just get them. Like I think they realize like your contract and that
and they can get money from
they're
you
like upcharging you for
the
just
bones.
It's just trash. Like nobody wants that stuff.
Funny.
So anyway.
Which college football playoff game are you most excited to watch? We get one tonight.
Georgia
and 3
Bulldogs
tomorrow.
next week.
No,
I'm like a
first
young-
set of 4 does not involve the Georgia Bulldogs.
Have you seen my young king, Nolan McGill? The video of him, the young child who refuses to sing Rocky Top?
That is you.
I'm going to adopt that child.
Okay.
There's an interview with him.
Your son now has a brother?
He said that song is no good. I'll never sing it.
It was pretty good.
It was the best.
It was
love
for
it
people
so
who
much.
missed it. It's a kids choir who had to sing Rocky Top, and there's a little Georgia fan in the back, absolutely refusing to sing one.
And apparently
bar.
the school, like, is a lot of Tennessee fans.
Sure.
The kid's dad went.
I'm sure it's a mixed bag.
The kid's
of
dad
fandom.
went to Georgia, and so like he wisely refused to sing that trash.
Should have just yelled "Go Dogs" at the end.
I just like it's better. He's just
straight-faced, no desire.
He looks like a young me too. I like that about him. Of all the games this weekend, probably Texas A&M Miami, because I really think the two lopsided ones, James Madison and Tulane, are going to be just blowouts.
I don't want them to. I desperately.
Nobody wants them to be, but they're going to be.
No, I think some people do want them to be. I think there are people out there who want them to be blowouts so that they can pinpoint
SEC
them and
coordinators
say, this is bad.
And coaches. Those are like coaches from the SEC.
Well,
like,
I think it's snotty SEC fans.
Whatever. They made it. I'm a snotty SEC fan.
I know you are.
But they made it in. They're going to get blown out. I don't want it to be. I'd rather like spend 3 hours watching a close game than watching a blowout. But they're going to be blowouts.
Well, that's just the nature of the first round of any tournament.
Oregon's going to score 50
points.
Good
games are a rarity when you have seating in a situation, whether it be basketball or football, in college.
Sure.
The way that this, or in even college baseball, college softball. The majority of
Nobody watches that.
first round games are blowouts. The exception to the rule is when you get a classic, and it's the chasing of that feeling that keeps us attached, or people like me attached to the belief that this is how it should be. You could get a good game. You likely will not. I mean, Tulane has that wide receiver for Tulane is hurt now. The Tulane defense is really bad.
Ole Miss's coach left.
But Ole Miss's coach left, so you just never know. And James Madison has one of the funniest social media accounts, and it's not the team's account. It's alumni's account. It's a fan account. But they've been great in trolling Oregon.
Oregon lost both their coordinators.
There you go.
So, I mean, there's a chance. But there's also a chance Oregon wins by 100 points. Dan Lanning is going to run up the score if he gets the chance. He's done that the whole time he's been there. They have better athletes at Oregon than they do at James Madison. They have better athletes at Ole Miss than they do at Tulane.
Did you see that Oregon or the James Madison troll account?
Yes.
They reposted the graphic where it says number of 5 stars per team, number of 4 stars per team, and then it's the number of unknowns. And the James Madison guys were like, This is what everyone always says, Oregon's problem. They can't get the unknowns. This one, the 6 5 stars, 52 4 stars, other. I'm sorry, not unknown, other. And James Madison has 109 to Oregon's 51. And they were like, Oregon's inability to recruit other remains a glaring weakness of the Dan Lanning era.
JMU Sports News is the account you reference. That's the one everyone should follow. It's great. I think Oregon's going to win by 50 points. Like, I don't think it's going to be close. And I think Ole Miss is going to win by a lot against Tulane. I know they won by, 35-7 in the regular season? Probably about the same. And yes, there's something to be said for playing a team twice in a season.
I think that environment's going to be awesome in Oxford.
The best stat, I threw this out. This had, related to that, Alabama tonight against Oklahoma. The last time Alabama lost to a team twice in the same season was 1893. So leads you to believe Alabama's probably going to figure out how to beat Oklahoma this time.
Right.
If their defensive line is still banged up, I don't know if they'll have a shot at this because they can't run the ball. Oklahoma can't really do much on offense. If Mateer's hand is healthy from the last couple weeks off, maybe they got a shot at this thing.
I did want to ask you about your personal anecdote in your newsletter from today because I thought it was pertinent for this time of season. Yes, but your comments on the Santa Claus.
Yes.
And a conversation.
Children, turn off the Jessica Benson show right now.
Children, this is a special adult conversation.
We need you to go outside and take out the trash.
Or help your parents with anything, but watch the show at this exact moment. Good call, good call.
That's the parent in me.
You had the conversation that you were dreading.
Yeah.
Where your son asked you.
I had to tell him Santa's not real.
What is the point of Santa Claus? What did you tell him?
The backstory was, my son's preteen. And for years, I don't know what your family tradition was. For us, we would put toys out unwrapped on Christmas morning, and you could come downstairs and be like, oh, look what Santa left, right? And there's all these toys. And then my wife and I would buy a couple of things, wrap them up, and give it to him separately. But he thought Santa was giving him all this stuff, and he loved it. And he's getting old enough, we're like, all right. Clearly his friends have talked to him about this. They're all old enough. But we had never had that talk with him.
Okay.
And it was also starting to wear on us. We got to buy all this extra crap to lay out from Santa besides the presents we get him.
The extra creation of the magical season that comes with parents.
So a couple of weeks ago, he hadn't really told us this year what he wanted. And a couple of weeks ago, last week, we were in the car driving to school, and I kind of slid it in there, and I'm like, hey, is there anything you specifically want? And he goes, yeah, well, actually, one thing I want is this T-shirt from OTE, the basketball league. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
He's like, I want this OTE shirt. And I'm thinking, immediately in my head, I'm like, all right, you got to order that thing. That's going to take 3 weeks to get here. We're not going to get that in time for Christmas. And I said, well, I haven't heard you mention that to anybody. I don't know if Mom and I could get that in time for Christmas. He goes, I'm just going to put it on my Santa list. And I was like, oh boy. So Saturday we sat him down, called him downstairs. And I'm like, I look at my wife and she just points at me. And I'm like, okay, I guess it's on me. So I was explaining, hey man, here's the truth. He had questions. And then at the end of his questions about well, that one year you gave me this, how did I get that? And he said, so what's the point of Santa? And I didn't really know how to answer that.
Yeah.
Because I thought, well, maybe partly the point of it is it's a long con by the parents to get the kids to act well all year long, right? You can always be like, well, hey, Santa's watching.
Right.
Then I was like, well, maybe this is just some corporate thing to sell toys all year long. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized the whole point of Santa was for me and my wife because we would buy all this stuff that he didn't know we bought. We would set it all out. We would see the pure happiness and joy, and it made us feel great. And he didn't know it was from us. So there's a double thing there for my wife and I to be oh, we caused this happiness and we feel good about it. And you don't know we did it. So we love you even more than you realize. And now the last 3 days, he's just been trolling me about Santa not being real.
I think he'll look back. I can't speak for every kid, but you nailed it from it's for you and your wife, but it's also for the kid because it creates these really special memories. I had the magic ruined for me by a neighbor when my parents were out of town, and she just matter-of-facted it to me. I was in first grade.
So 6.
So I was the first of all my friends, and it is a burden being the only one. I had a friend who believed until 6th grade. And it's been 5. Challenging situation, but my parents also made it very clear, you never be the reason why this ends for someone. But even after I knew, it never changed. Everything still came from Santa. And I was talking earlier this week about what was a present that you really wanted at some point that you never got. D'Angelo Williams was talking about his daughter really wanting a cell phone. And he was like, she's not going to get one. And there was this Barbie car that I was obsessed with. And I was talking to my dad after the show, and he was like, I don't remember this Barbie car. And I was like,
you want to know why? For me.
You want to know why I remember it? Because so often my parents just nailed Christmas. There were so few Christmases that I had an iota of disappointment. And the only thing I can think of is a Barbie car. And that's not about the Barbie car. It's about the magic of every other holiday that I experienced. I mean, to the point where we had to travel so much for Christmases with my dad's job. My mom would send presents to like an athletic director's wife and say, hey, can you hold on to these until we're there and then treat them like it's a Santa thing? Just the number of steps that parents go through
it's unbelievable.
To make it special is so cool. And I hope someday, if and when I'm a parent, that I am able to capture that same level of dedication.
I've spent the last 10 years hiding crap all over my house, like in closets and attics. The 2 years ago, my son wanted a basketball goal for Christmas.
Oh, that's
from
a hard
Santa.
one. I got a basketball hoop one year.
Listen to this. I ordered it from Amazon a month ahead of time. And I'm thinking, well, we're just going to have to hide this somewhere in the garage or something. And 4 days before Christmas, it hadn't arrived. And I get a note from Amazon. It's probably not going to make it on time. So we're like, what do we do? So my wife, the day before Christmas, drives out to Arkansas to Walmart. I can't even lift the thing up. So we get it delivered into the car. They put it in the back of the car. It barely fits in the back of the car. She gets home. She's like, I'm just going to leave it in the back of the car till Christmas morning, and then we'll get it out and get it in the house. I'm like, great. We get it there. I go to the front door, and there's a doorbell ring, and UPS is dropping off a basketball goal. Giant basketball goal. And I'm like, what do we do with this thing? So we put it in the car, too. We had 2 basketball goals in the car for about a day. We couldn't take that car out for a day because my son would have figured it out. Yeah. Finally, Christmas morning, we take one of the goals out, put it in, and I'm like, oh, look, Santa must have left a goal. I guess we'll have to send this one back. Anyway.
Wow, sometimes he gets it wrong.
Sometimes he over-delivers.
And I love the parents will do anything to try and make it still work out.
That's the big thing, right? So we had a lot of little things.
Yeah, that's the gift.
Yeah.
There was always the gift, and then there's the stocking stuffers, which are wonderful, but like, if the basketball hoop is the gift, you want to get the gift.
Anyway,
I did appreciate it. If you
Merry
don't
Christmas,
sign up
Jessica.
for Lang's newsletter, you can do so at grindcitymedia.com. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
I'll see you next week.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you next week. We will take a quick break. We will come back and do our RAGGOWs, our games of the weekend in college football and the NFL. The Memphis Tigers play football today, this afternoon, in hours. Talk about that, all the other matchups, college football playoff, and a big NFL weekend when we come back.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live. Own the 2025-26 Grizzlies season with the 10-game Flex Pack, the ultimate way to catch all the action on your terms. Choose your favorite matchups from intense rivalries to weekend thrillers and customize your pack to fit your schedule. With 10 games to pick, you'll never miss the moments that matter most. Visit Grizzlies.com/packs today to build your perfect ticket pack and cheer on the Grizzlies your way. It's your team, your season, and your schedule. So don't miss out.
Are you ready to transform your pool into a stunning oasis? At Mainland Pool Service, they're a family-owned business committed to keeping your pool looking pristine all year round. They believe that pool care should be proactive, not reactive, which is why their skilled team handles everything from routine cleaning to complex issues with precision. They prioritize clear communication and personalized solutions to exceed your expectations. Join the Mainland Pool Service family today and experience the difference their expertise and dedication can bring to your relaxation retreat. Contact them now at mainlandpoolservice.com.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
You're the other white meat.
How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it.
I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jefftudham.com.
Who have you leaned on the most in terms of asking questions? Because there's always a fine line, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be the rookie that's annoying people.
Exactly.
On the other hand, you want to be a sponge.
You can ask any of the guys. Like, I'm asking, it'd be random games where I'm sitting next to Ty or Jai or Scotty, and I'm like, hey, bro, what would you would have done right there? Like, what do you feel like you would have did in that situation? Boom, 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 I probably would have did this. I'm like, all right, cool, I got it locked in now.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. The Grizzlies are the one thing everyone in the family can agree on. So join us every Sunday this season for Sunday Family Fun Days. It's a steal at just $35 and includes a ticket to the game, a $10 food voucher, post-game free throws on the court, and a meet and greet with mascot Grizz. Space is limited, so grab your tickets now for this unique experience your family won't soon forget. Go to grizzlies.com/Sunday and have a fun day. Be sure to get one of 3 Grind City Media rolls at Sticks Express in downtown Memphis. A portion of the proceeds from the roll that sells the most will go to a charity of our choice. Order online with code STICKS901 and knock 10% off your tab. Sticks Express, fast, fresh, always a slam dunk, and you can see us at our Collierville location too. This is my final plea. Go get the Jessica Benson roll at Sticks. Please help me win this competition against Gary Parrish, against Chris Vernon. It's all for a good cause. It's going to go to charity no matter what. But just let me win. Help me win. I'm going to go get Sticks for lunch today. Yep, I'm going to get myself. I have not yet ordered the Jessica Benson roll because it felt too weird. I got hibachi the last time I went. But I'm going to go order my own roll. It's not every day you can order your own roll. What'd you say, Jacob? Oh, go home. He said he liked mine the best. You can't hear him. So I'm changing his opinion on it all. Anyway, they're all good. Go to Sticks. Support a great downtown local business. Before we get into our official RAGGOWs, our final RAGGOWs of 2025, this is not one of my games of the weekend, but it does deserve an honorable mention because the Memphis Tigers play today, and they play in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium when they face North Carolina State in the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl. Second game of the day, because we have a bowl game at 10 a.m., CJ. Where? We have a bowl game at the Myrtle Beach Bowl kicks off at 10 a.m. between 10-3 Kennesaw State and 9-4 Western Michigan. 10 a.m. on ESPN. What an appetizer for the Union Home Mortgage Gasparilla Bowl between Memphis and NC State at 1:30. As someone who has really had to grapple over this last week with my waning love and dedication and sicko nature of bowl games that are not the college football playoff, I am still trying to embrace the reason for the season for the Memphis Tigers. This is their 12th straight season of bowl eligibility. And they've won 4 straight bowl games. It's another opportunity against a P4 opponent. They have 2 wins over P4 opponents in the last 2 years in West Virginia and Iowa State. Knock off another one. Give them one more reason why, when you're staring at reasons to keep Memphis out of an ACC or a Big 12 or whatever the future landscape of college football looks like, and say, hey, when they played them in bowl games, they won. And their loss to a P4 came to Penn State in the Cotton Bowl, and they got Micah Parsons. But they have had the opportunity to play these teams in bowl games. It's one more run for Brendan Lewis. We don't know which of these players will ultimately hit the transfer portal after all is said and done. There hasn't been a ton of turnover with Memphis since the leaving of Ryan Silverfield to Arkansas. And obviously, you're ushering in this next era. But this is one last chance for this team. And I know this team did not achieve its ultimate goal of getting to an American Conference championship game, of having a chance at making the college football playoff. But they do get to play NC State today at 1:30, and that matters. Go Tigers, go.
You only got 9 of these. You only got 9 bowl wins as a program. This a bowl win today would give you 10. So you'd get double-digit bowl wins as a program. That's something to hang your hat on, something to feel proud of. Like you said, there's a streak going, 4 straight bowl wins for the Tigers, a football program that does not have a ton of bowl appearances. You always want to end your season with the win. Here's a chance for you to do that. And like you said, man, you get a knock off a Power 4 team. And if you're anybody not in the power conferences, getting a chance to do that is worth something. So, hey, everybody go out there, play their best. I'll be bopping about downtown trying to find places to watch it because it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. And it'll be the last time you get to see this iteration of the Memphis Tigers football team play. So,
before the Charles Huff era begins. All right, my number one game that I'm looking forward to in the college football playoff is the game tonight. It is one of two rematches that we get in this first round, and it is Alabama-Oklahoma. CJ, I believe this was your number one game in your RAGGOWs as well, an opportunity to see a rematch of these two teams. The first time around, Ty Simpson threw a pick six. Of course, there's a totality of a game, but it feels pretty simple. Ty Simpson threw a pick six, and Alabama ends up losing. The setting is different this time around. Who knows if you get a little weather in Norman, but we'll see if Ty Simpson is able to be accurate, take care of the football, and we'll see if, as Lang said, maybe John Mateer's hand has gotten better, but their offense really fell off. John Mateer fell off. I'm excited to see if Alabama can get the win, and if they don't, what that means for Kalen DeBoer.
I think we know what it means for Kalen DeBoer.
But do we know what it means for Kalen DeBoer?
We know that if Alabama loses and Alabama fans start tripping and Marcus Freeman says no and Michigan decides they don't want to go the, what's my man's name out of Utah, the Dillingham route. We know, like, Kalen DeBoer, go ahead and jump that ship, dog. You can come up to the big house, baby.
Dillingham route.
What's Whittingham?
Kyle Whittingham.
Why I say Dillingham?
Because Dillingham's at Arizona State, and they
There we
wanted
go.
Dillingham, but Dillingham seems committed to staying at Arizona State.
Whittingham. So, yes, then it would mean, hey, Kalen's coming up. Put on the maize and blue, baby.
And then the funniest outcome possible for the 2025-2026 college football season is as follows. Alabama loses. Kalen DeBoer leaves for Michigan. Alabama is open. Lane Kiffin has already signed his LSU contract, and for whatever reason, there is no getting out of that LSU contract, and he has to stare down at the Alabama job being wide open, the job that he wanted all along, and then Ole Miss goes and wins a national championship. Unlikely? Sure. Crazy? Yes.
I'd change that to he leaves.
I don't think he can.
If he finds a way. They find a way to do it. They find a way. He decides he's going to go the what's my man's name up in Ohio? The one who just got fired.
Oh.
He's going to go that route. Drinking on the job and having random women coming in and out of the office. So they fire him with cause.
Brian Smith.
Goes to Brian Smith.
What an unassuming, boring name. Brian Smith.
and then once that happens, then Alabama steps in and hires him. That's the funniest
The
thing
best
possible.
thing with the Brian Smith story was the original reporting that he was fired for drinking on the job and having alcohol in his office and having drinks with his assistants in said office.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, there's got to be more to the
it's
story
more.
than that.
You know it's more.
And then it turns out he had a romantic relationship, including one that he admitted to with a student and an allegation of public intoxication. So he had his time.
Hey, listen.
I saw someone say, why aren't we putting the same pressure on Brian Smith as we put on Sharon Moore? Because Sharon Moore coached at Michigan and Brian Smith coached at Ohio.
Also, did Brian Smith, stalk somebody?
Did he use butter knives?
Or scissors?
Or skizzards?
Or what?
Skizzards? That's what I call scissors at home. What do you think I said?
I thought you were having a stroke. Somebody get her.
Somebody come get her. Oh, no, I'm going into holiday mode, and I can't. I still have work to do.
Tough. I can. Oklahoma's defense is championship caliber. If that offense gives them some 20, 24, that defense is good enough to hold Alabama. Although last time these two teams played in Tuscaloosa, Alabama did have, over 400 yards of total offense. But yards of total offense ain't the same as scoring the ball. You got to find ways to score when you're in scoring range. And this Oklahoma defense does a tremendous job of, when you get in scoring range, moving you back out of said range. They lead the nation in tackles for loss. They're top 10 in the nation in damn near every major defensive category. They're top 5 in the nation, and a fair number of those as well. I like this matchup for Oklahoma. We talked about it on the odds couple. I want to give my pick away. Go check that out, a Grind City Media subsidiary. But we had picks on this game right here.
My other game is Tulane Ole Miss, and I do very much understand that the most likely outcome is Ole Miss wants
Why is this
Tulane.
your game?
Because there is so much flux happening with both teams.
Okay.
You have no idea the weirdness. This is college football. You have both teams that lost their coach. One of those coaches is still there in John Summerall, who's riding this out, who gave $100,000 in NIL to Tulane, who's trying to go about leaving in the nicest, most humane way possible. But also, at the end of the day, no one's going to fault someone from jumping from the American to the SEC. And then you have Ole Miss, who is trying to ride into the Pete Golding era with an opportunity to go chase a championship. Again, I will always root for the opportunity to see a non-power team take down a power team, because I love the conversation that pops off with it. I love the idea of all the little wah-wah crybabies who were so cataclysmic that two non-power conference teams could make it into the college football playoff. So yes, I put Ole Miss Tulane, but really I'm putting Ole Miss Tulane and I'm putting James Madison Oregon, because I would just love for one of them, give them a scare, give them a fright, have it be a game going into the second half. That's all I'm asking for. And then maybe, just maybe, something breaks in the way that an upset happens. Likely? No. Would it make my entire weekend? Absolutely.
How old was a student that Smith had the relationship with? Do we know?
I don't know.
Okay, because somebody advances in the chat like, oh, she was probably 40. Which, if it's a 40-year-old student, then that's...
Wait, what? Why was she 40?
Jessica, sometimes people go back to...
She was,
she was 19,
allegedly.
All right, good. Thank
40,
you.
19.
Well, you could be a coach and have a relationship with a 40-year-old student.
Some woman yesterday, I was at the doctor, and she asked for my birthday. And I told her the year, and then she was like, I can't find you in the system. Your birthday is 1982. And I go, do I look like I'm 43 years old?
But also, you don't look like you were born in 92. You look like you were born in 02.
I don't look like I was born in 02, but I think I look like I was born in 96.
I think you look
I think
like
I'm aging. These.
Stress lines?
Yeah. I
Who's
got to go
stressing
get
you
my
out?
Caroline Levitt lip filler.
Oh, go get it.
That was anti-woman of me. I'm sorry.
It's okay to hate women sometimes. Just not in
But
March.
I do. I want to get these little crow's feet taken care of.
Okay.
Anyway, suddenly a doctor thinks I'm 40 years old.
Well, hey.
Life comes.
The
One
job
second they
ages
think
you.
I'm not old enough to sit in the exit row, and the next they think I'm 40. So life really hits you fast. Anyway, your other game is, I think, objectively, the second best first round
it
matchup.
is. Absolutely. What is it? Oh, Texas A&M Miami. Yep.
God. There's one other option. There's four games.
We're talking about crow's feet and 80s. And,
I'm
and
sorry.
I'm thrown
Did
off,
I
man.
distract you?
You did. You're
so
being
sorry.
real distracting. I'm trying to seriously talk football here about how this Miami defense, if they can get pressure on Marcel Reed, and they've got a stud at defensive end. They got a couple of stars on that defensive line. Some first-round picks are going to come out of the U this year. They're able to get pressure on Marcel Reed and this Texas A&M team. Things could get real dicey real quick. I don't think that they can. And Texas A&M has a game breaker in Concepcion. He was at North Carolina State the past 2 years. He transferred out, goes to Texas A&M, leads the SEC or tied for the lead in the SEC in touchdown receptions. I think he has around 880 or so receiving yards. And what he can do in the return game is so very, very important at this time of the year when you're playing good teams. He can flip the field. One of the best returners in college football, one of the best punt returners, to be specific, in college football. He could do some things. I expect him to have a moment or two in this game where it's, oh, thank goodness the Aggies have that. Otherwise, Miami would be up big in this one.
My first NFL game is Patriots Ravens, because you have the Ravens who trail the Steelers by 1 game in the AFC North standings, and the Patriots at 11-3 who lead the AFC East. Even after they lost last week to the Bills, New England can clinch a postseason berth with a win. Lamar Jackson has not looked 100% right since coming back from his hamstring injury. He has been better in the last couple of games, but the real thing I'm curious in is how Mike Vrabel game plans against Derrick Henry, because obviously Mike Vrabel knows Derrick Henry very, very well. And there's a lot of just playoff implications, seeding implication matchups this weekend. And if the Ravens were to upset the Patriots, then you're still having a very different conversation when it comes to the AFC North, not the AFC North.
Yes, AFC North. Ravens and Steelers?
Yeah. AFC North. Yes,
Yeah.
sorry, brain breaking.
Are you okay?
No.
What is wrong with you?
I hear Christmas music in the background.
How can you hear Christmas music? You're not going to get to celebrate. You still have work.
I know.
Yeah.
But it's like the Friday. There's something that happens the Friday before the week of Christmas.
Okay, what happens?
It feels like Christmas is finally here.
But it's not.
But it feels like
Okay.
you're staring at me in a light necklace with a red nose with a Christmas tree on your head. You've only been wearing the hats. You've now gone the full deck the halls, and I can't escape the feeling of this holiday season.
Two things. One, I don't know how you people wear these noses.
Yeah, they're very uncomfortable.
It is. So it's uncomfortable for you too? I thought it was just my big ass bell pepper nose where it was like,
And
okay,
I have
this
a tiny
does
little
not fit.
Whoville nose, and it doesn't feel good.
Two, be better at your job. Focus in.
You're right.
Stop
Focusing in.
Stop paying attention to the distractions.
AFC North
There we go.
is an interesting battle.
It
Right
is.
now, the Steelers are in the driver's seat, but if the Ravens, never underestimate Lamar Jackson. Like, it's still Lamar Jackson. It's still one of the best quarterbacks in the game, and I will be curious to see if the Ravens are able to usurp the Steelers in this situation. Then does it turn into another winning season for Mike Tomlin, but there's not a postseason appearance? We shall see.
Yeah, it's two teams. We talked about it like 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I can't shake this where it is. The Patriots are the better team. Will Drake May cost them a game? I can't say that he won't. The Ravens are the inferior team, but they've got that dude on their side. And that dude is Lamar Jackson. That dude is Josh Allen. That dude is some combination of Saquon, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Like those teams aren't having particularly great years, but they've got those players, and I've seen those players be remarkable when it counts and when it matters. This will be a
And
big
it's Sunday Night Football.
Is it Sunday night? Oh, wonderful. Perfect. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
This would be great. My next game, first game for
It's
me
your
in
only
the
game.
NFL. Packers. What you mean it's my only
It's
game?
the only game you listed.
No, I sent another one. Jacob's messing with me.
Oh.
Jacob's messing with me. Packers, Bears, NFC North now. We talked about AFC North. Now let's go to the NFC North. Oh, boy. It's up for grabs.
Oh, boy, it's right.
And one of them could be left out, right? Some combination of Packers, Bears, Lions could be left out. So you talked about the Tomlin having a winning record and being left out of the playoffs. One of these teams is also potentially setting themselves up to have a winning record and be left out of the playoffs. We know about the injuries that the Packers are dealing with. We know that Bears defense is solid, and they take the ball away at a high enough clip to where it makes life easier for Caleb Williams. This will be a big one. This will be maybe the last time the Packers and the Bears play at Soldier Field.
Oh, my gosh. No, it will take time. The next one will be in Gary, Indiana.
Before they become the Gary,
The
Indiana,
Bears.
Chicago Bears.
I love the Gare Bears.
Good stuff. Yeah, that's up there.
My other game, speaking of a bizarre somebody take it, anybody take it division, the NFC South, we get Bucs Panthers this week, and we're about to get Bucs Panthers a lot because they play each other twice in the last 3 weeks of the season. Both teams are 7-7. And Baker Mayfield is 4-0 against the Panthers since leaving Carolina and has led the Bucs to back-to-back division titles in 2023 and 2024. And he will look to continue on with that against the Panthers, who have been one of the surprising competitive teams in the NFL this season. This will be a big one as it pertains to the NFC South. I want to know what your other game is.
I do too.
It's not in the rundown, so I want to know what your other game is.
I'm telling you what ended up happening. Jacob, I think.
Oh, you
took
put
it
Jets Saints. Oh, you're disgusting.
I didn't pit Jets Saints.
You're disgusting. You're sicko.
I didn't
you
pit Jets
are
No,
sick.
believe me.
Somebody
Trust
call
me.
a doctor
I did not
because
pit Jets
CJ is
Saints.
sick.
I did
Fever
not-
of 105.
I did not pit Jets Saints.
You're not allowed to go celebrate Christmas. You need to be quarantined.
On my honor as a gentleman, I did not put Jet Saints on there.
I don't know. I'm looking at a graphic that says CJ
It also
games
says Chiefs
of the week,
Chargers.
and it says Jets
What are you doing?
Saints
Jacob is messing with me
and
because he
Chiefs
knows.
Chargers.
He knows I just send these in and then I forget about
and
them
then you
almost
figure it out
immediately.
as you go. Exactly.
I did not pick Jets Saints, but since it's up there, let's talk about the Jets and the Saints.
Do we have to?
Yes, let's talk about it because this could have huge ramifications. Somebody's life is going to get ruined because of one of these teams next year, right? And they get to decide in this game. They're battling for positioning in the NFL draft. I don't know where you would rather go. I would rather go to New Orleans. I don't want to go to the Jets. The Jets ain't been right ever in my life. They've not been okay. They had those 2 years with Sexy Rexy and what's the name of old boy who beat the hell out of the driver for no reason? The one who got fired, Mark Sanchez.
Oh, Sanchez.
Yeah, so
butt fumble.
Yeah, well, no, now he is criminal.
Right.
Like violent felon now.
When I say Mark Sanchez, I still think butt fumble first, criminal second. But you're right.
Yeah, the criminal thing happened most recently, so
Right.
I think I've almost forgotten about the butt
We have
fumble.
a
I
lot
forgot
of criminals. We
We
don't
do.
have a lot of butt fumblers.
We do.
So I think there's a uniqueness there.
There is.
At play.
There is. But Jacob, was that my game for real? That was not my game.
No.
Oh, I didn't.
You
I
didn't send another game.
Oops, my bad. My fault.
Okay, well, we'll take a break.
You knew that? You could have told me at some point in time, Jacob.
Oh.
Like, you're here
No.
30 minutes early. You could be like, hey, CJ, I need one more game from
No,
you.
he'd
Because I
rather,
meant to, and
he'd
then I
rather
got
have you talk
distracted.
about the Jets and the Saints.
What's the draft order in the NFL? Do you know?
Oh, I don't know off the top of my head right now.
All right, well, pull it up. That's why I'd ask you questions for you to pull it up. Raiders 1, Jets 2, Titans 3. So this could have huge ramifications around these parts too. Because somebody's going to get drafted to the Titans, and Titans are going to probably ruin their lives as well.
Wow, what a pleasant, happy, holiday cheer-filled sentiment.
welcome.
Hey, speaking of holiday cheer, CJ
What?
sent a very fun activity for us to do in the next segment. So we'll do some Music Friday. I did listen to some new music this morning. It's not what you think, but I'll tell you what it is. And we'll do CJ's very fun game before he rides off into the holiday sunset, and the rest of us just work, work, work for the rest of our lives.
Well, unfortunate for you guys.
CJ takes so many vacations. Of all of us sit right here as the person who takes the most vacations.
I take the most vacations.
Who takes the most trips. Of the two of us, if we're doing a competition, of the most trips is CJ. We'll come back. We'll wrap up this Friday on the other side.
Do you see my nose lighting up? Because
No.
it lights up also.
No, I don't think it's
These
working.
lights are too bright in here.
I don't think it's
It
working.
worked.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dome Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dome Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzly stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
The long goodbye begins. A very special evening with Journey. Final Frontier Tour. Journey. Tickets are on sale now at journeymusic.com. Your chance to say goodbye to the songs that changed our lives. Journey. Final Frontier Tour.
How are you able to release and have an instrumental song become a huge deal?
And I forget who the disc jockey was, but he put the wrong side on. He put the Green Onions by mistake and played the B side instead of the A side.
No!
And that's when the change happened. These people started to call the station and say, play that song again.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
The only thing better than Saturday Night Hoops is when it comes with an exclusive Grizz hoodie. Every Saturday this season, $60 gets you a Grizzlies ticket and a limited edition Grizzlies hoodie. 4 different hoodie designs dropping across 4 Saturday games. Not sold anywhere else. Don't miss your shot to collect all 4 designs. Grab your tickets and gear up now at grizzlies.com/Saturday.
Welcome back. Time for a little Music Friday and a little special holiday cheer, courtesy CJ, who found an elf name generator.
Is that where we're going to start?
Sure. You sent it.
Yeah, let's go with the elf name generator. Why not? That'll be some fun.
Explain your
throw it up, Jacob.
Explain your process.
So all you do is put your name in there. So put Jessica's name in there.
Okay. Jessica
Benson.
B as in boy, E-N-S-O-N.
All right, thank you.
Bobble Little Nose.
Bobble Little Nose.
Honestly, accurate.
Bobble Little Nose. And it
Bobble
looks like
Little
you.
Nose.
Your elf looks like
With my new glasses.
Yes.
My glasses. That I've worn once. I can't see without my glasses.
All right, now put CJ Hurt.
All right.
So you're
Bobble
Little
Nose.
Nose. And
Are we calling me Bobble Little Nose or Lil Nose?
Lil Nose. I'm Cheerful Giggle Bow.
Oh, we get costumes.
Yeah, you get to make it look like me if you would
Okay,
like to.
I'm getting
but
a
you don't
spray
have
tan
to.
this afternoon if that changes anything.
It doesn't.
Okay.
That's just your shade. That's just what it is. You want to do the
You said it was more fun.
No, I said the workshop was more fun.
Oh.
You went with the it's pretty cool, but you want to do the workshop
Yeah.
one? Throw the workshop one up, Jacob.
Bobble Little Nose would like to know where she's going to work.
You got to answer questions on this.
Okay, I'm ready. Sign me up.
Jacob, if you can get a $3, great. If not, don't worry about it. We'll be
Okay.
all right. All right. Yep. Hit play. All right. First name.
Jessica.
All right. Great stuff.
Did I get it right?
All right. Tiddly Winglebum.
No.
Yes. Wigglebum. Nice to meet you.
Tiddly Winglebum.
Tickly Wigglebum.
What?
All right.
Oh my God, this is really testing my eyes.
A reindeer is blocking your path.
Okay.
What do you do? Do you leave it?
Lure it away.
Lure it away with some yummy snacks? Do you sing it a calming Christmas tune? Do you check its tags and lead it to the correct reindeer stall? Or do you put a saddle on it and go riding? And understand before you answer, there are wrong answers.
There are wrong answers. So I shouldn't say put a saddle on it and go riding, is what you're saying.
Whatever you want to do is what you want to do.
I'm going to check its tags and lead it to the correct reindeer stall.
All right. What an answer.
Feels like the right thing to do.
And
as
you do the right thing.
Nicest,
Look at
kindest,
this lady.
rightest person.
I think you chose the wrong answer. That's the wrong answer face.
No, do not eat the gingerbread men. They are employees, not snacks.
Yes, North Pole employee manual. All right, next question.
Next question.
You've been asked to decorate a Christmas tree. What is your technique? Do you throw glitter all over it, then nap? Decorating is hard. Load it up with candy canes, gingerbread, and popcorn. A tree that turns heads, striking bold, beautiful, magical? Or do you be patient and perfectly space the ornaments with a ruler?
A tree that turns heads, striking, bold, beautiful, magical.
All right.
She sounds like a great tree.
She does not like that answer either.
I don't like her teeth, so.
All right, do you want to read the employee manual?
Gifts labeled "Do not shake" are not a challenge. Please stop shaking them.
All right.
Okay.
Uh-oh, there's a code red alarm in the workshop. What do? Do you A, play exciting music and film the action in slow motion? B, clap your hands and yell, "Good luck, everybody," then leave? C, holler, "Plan Jingleberry," and lead your fellow elves to the exit? Or D, raid the kitchen with the other elf, or raid the kitchen while the other elves are distracted?
I'd probably play exciting music and film the action in slow motion to make a TikTok to try to make $7 off JB
Oh, she hates that one.
Again, I hate her teeth.
I don't think you've answered any of them correct.
Wrapping paper is not a parachute. You know who you are.
You find a box with a note. It says, "Do not open until December 25th. What do you do? A, get my nose right in there and sniff it. B, ask shipping if they lost a present. C, open it. I do what I want. D, add a giant bow and some sparkles to it.
I'll add a giant bow and some sparkles to it. Why not?
Of course you would.
Of course I would.
Of course you would. She
I
hates all of your
also hate her
answers.
eyebrows, so she's ugly.
Teaching reindeer
teaching reindeer karate is not an appropriate reindeer game.
All right, last one. Final question. The big man Santa wants you to wrap 5,000 gifts. What's your strategy? Bubblegum, tape, and crazy glue. Party time. B, fetch me your fanciest wrapping paper. Prepare to be dazzled. C, organize a team of elves into the perfect assembly line. Or D, get a cup of hot cocoa and think about the best strategy.
I'm going to have to organize a team because as you and I were talking before the show, I can't wrap a present to save my life. I just put it in a bag. So if we need to wrap, I need help. Oh, I did pretty good. I passed. I got the job.
You got 3 out of the 5.
Tettle Wingleberry got the job.
You're a sleigh engineer.
Oh. I wasn't really meant to work in the factories. I was more meant to make jokes.
Why'd you say like that?
I don't think I want to be a sleigh
What would you
engineer.
want to be?
Although unless it's a sleigh engineer, then I'm all for it. That's me. You're right. I misread it. That's actually the perfect job for me.
I can't wait to leave this place. I can't.
Sleigh.
Stop.
All right, a little Music Friday before we leave. I said I listened to an unexpected album. I was listening to the Christina Aguilera in Paris live Christmas album because I just wanted some Christmas music on as I was getting ready for work today. And I almost turned it off because it was a lot of runs. It was a lot of vintage Christina Aguilera, like, and I was like, this is too much. I just want to hear some classics. And then, next thing I know, she's doing a mashup of Santa Baby and Express from the movie Burlesque, which was one of my favorite movies that made me want to be a professional dancer. And I mean a professional dancer in that sense because of movies like Burlesque. And I was like, this song rules. And then it went from that into this sultry, jazzy rendition of Genie in a Bottle. And then it went into Lady Marmalade. And then it was back to Christmas music. And so the Christmas music from Christina Aguilera, I could miss. But those 3 Christina Aguilera hits in the middle of this live album were excellent. Highly recommend. Had a great time listening.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, glad you enjoyed it. What was the best Christmas song on that album? None of them.
None.
So you listened to the Christina Aguilera live in wherever the hell she was live at, Christmas album or Christmas concert. And the best songs were...
Well, I guess Santa Baby technically is a Christmas song, but it was because it was remixed with Express.
Okay.
Burlesque. I got trolled by Mariah Carey yesterday. I forgot to tell you about it.
Like actual Mariah Carey?
Like the ghost of Mariah Carey.
Oh, what happened?
So, I had an MRI yesterday. Everything's good. Everything's clean. Everything's great. It's my yearly.
Please get those.
Everybody get your yearlies checked on whatever you need to get your yearlies checked. And I really struggle with MRIs, especially this one because it is on my chest. And so I have to lay down into this really obnoxious contraption and then they put you into the MRI and I have great panic attacks. So I asked for Christmas music this time around. I've gone like the rap hip hop route and that just like amplified my heart rate. And so that wasn't good. You don't want pump up music. I was like, I'll have some nice casual Christmas music. And it was some normal songs like Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire and Oh Holy Night and the Peanuts like little do 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 do. And I said, this is so nice. I'm going through the 2.5-minute hits on the MRI machine, struggling, but it's okay. I'm making it through. The woman's like, all right, this next one is your longest one. It's 5 minutes and 45 seconds. And I get really nervous. And next thing I hear is, I don't want, and I did not want to hear All I Want for Christmas Is You as I was trying to just gently relax my way through the MRI machine, and I had to listen to Mariah Carey. And I was like, that's because she heard our conversations the last 2 days. I'm sorry, Mariah. You are the perfect representation for the Winter Olympics. That was on me.
Everybody be sure. Get your ornaments checked. Get your chestnuts checked. Let's go so we can start 2026 off.
Get your chestnuts checked.
Yes. Start 2026 off in a good way. We've got matching chestnut shirts. The wife and I do.
Really?
Yes. They're wonderful. She hates wearing them.
Oh, I wonder why.
So I'm going to describe them for you.
Uh-huh.
It's Grinch holding up ornaments up here.
Mm-hmm.
That's a chest. And then it's the Grinch holding some ornaments down here that says nuts. And so she's
like
the
the
chest and I'm the nuts.
You shirt.
It's incredible.
Couple shirt.
Yes.
Has she ever worn them in public with you?
She doesn't wear them in private with me.
She ever put the shirt on?
Once. Okay. She did once last year because I had mine on. I was like, yo, why don't you ever wear them? She's like, all right, nobody is around. I will wear these ridiculous shirts.
All right. Well, that'll do it for our last Friday show of 2025. We will be back next week. We'll have normal shows Monday and Tuesday. We have a Grind City Media Holiday Spectacular on Wednesday, Christmas Eve, and then we will be off Christmas and the day after Christmas. But there is a Grizzlies game on December 26th. So lots to get into next week. CJ, happy holidays. I'll see you when I see you.
Where I come from, we say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
So Merry Christmas.
Merry Chrysler.
What?
You know, Merry Chrysler.
No.
Yeah, it's a thing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Nobody's ever heard of that.
Happy Chrysler. Yes.
What?
It's from a commercial, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know where it originated from. But
You're
people
just
say
making
that all the
stuff up.
No, I am not.
I think you say that all the time.
I can't wait for you to leave.
In the show?
It was a video that was a meme on social media where they were saying Merry Christmas over and over again.
Social
yes,
media
they do.
like
It's
that.
an old Vine. Yes, they are. You don't know the current